Today we're going to be talking about red flags.
I think that if they're not showing interest in your values now, they probably won't later.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, this person's nice.
Yeah.
And I think they're cute and I like them, but I'm not like dying to hang out with
We
them.
want to spread awareness of red flags.
We need to spread awareness.
We are on a mission to spread awareness
PSA,
of red flags.
new red flag discovered.
Much needed conversation. I feel like a lot of people are out here ignoring red flags. So we want to highlight them to make it a little bit easier for you to spot out a red flag in someone you're seeing.
And this is specifically in context of dating relationships when you're hoping there might be a future with the person.
Yeah.
So these are red flags that we think you should be paying attention to.
Yeah. Okay, Daniel, you want to hit the first one?
Yeah, the first one is an overemphasis on self in how they prioritize their time and how they talk. I think that relationships are about self-giving, about sacrificing yourself for the other person. So if you notice in how they talk, there's a lot of I's, not a lot of we's, or in how they plan their schedule, it seems like you're on the back burner, not a priority.
Or even if you're in the getting to know you stage of something with someone, I feel like if you're asking them like a bunch of questions about their life and they're like not asking you any questions, that's like a pretty obvious red flag.
I guess one caveat I want to say about something that I just said a moment ago is like, if this isn't for like when I talk about like the time priority, if someone's working on their master's degree or schooling in general, or if it's a stressful few months of work,
there's something out of the ordinary.
I'm not saying, oh, like get rid of them if they're working on their master's thesis or doctoral studies or it's a busy season of work. But I would say that if there's nothing that is disproportionately adding stress to this kind of period of their life, and they're still not really putting you first, or at least top 3 in their life. I know it's kind of hard to put a number to it, but if you sense that you're not a high priority when put up against their other priorities or the things that they're thinking about, then you should be mindful of that.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't think it's necessarily like healthy.
Yeah.
You just got to be aware of that, mindful of it.
The second one is that they undervalue your values. So what we mean by this is that they're not really like taking interest in the things that you're interested in, or maybe they're not really like expressing interest in getting to know your friends or your family, and they're just not really like invested in your life. It's okay. They don't need to like the exact same things that you like, but I think they should make an effort to become familiar with the things that are important to you.
Yeah. And I think your values become more like pronounced and stronger as you get older. So I don't think it's one of those light things that you're like, oh, maybe they'll grow more keen on what I'm valuing. It's like, that's not likely. I think that if they're not showing interest in your values now, they probably won't later.
Yeah.
So whether it be a hobby or a way of engaging family, your career, know that could potentially not change. So just be mindful of that as a potential red flag.
Yeah.
The last red flag is something that can be seen on both sides. It's where time together is met with indifference. So you're not like passionate about getting on the phone with the other person or hanging out with the other person, but you're like, oh, this person's nice.
Yeah.
And I think they're cute and I like them, but I'm not like dying to hang out with them. And obviously we're not talking about like clinginess as a green flag, but you should be interested in the person on a passion level. You should be feeling like, oh, if I have the choice 10 times out of 10 times, I'd want to hang out with them.
I remember one time I was seeing this guy, like we weren't really dating. We were, I guess just going on dates, getting to know each other. And my friend asked me, she was like, are you excited or nervous to hang out with him tonight? And I remember being like, neither. I just literally, I didn't feel nervous and I didn't even feel excited to spend time with him. And that's when I kind of knew, like, I don't know if this is the guy for me. Like, I'm not like pumped on hanging out with him. And that's true for the beginning stages, but it's true even as you like are deep into relationship. Like you should really value time with that person. Like you should be prioritizing time with that person and excited to spend time with them.
I still remember there was a day when we were just getting to know each other, like we were friends, and I was close to your city because of work.
Yeah.
But I was still like, I don't know, 25, 30 minutes away from you. And I remember I had like it's probably like an hour 20 break or an hour 25 break, to the point where I could drive to you, spend 25 minutes with you, and drive back, and that's all I had time for. And I remember just doing that because I was so like intrigued by you and wanted to spend any time I could with you. So I did the 30-minute drive, spent 25 minutes with you at a coffee shop. I still remember the Starbucks, and then 30 minutes back.
Like, are you sure? Like, we don't have to. And then also your phone was dying. Do you remember that?
Yeah, that was a mess. It was a whole mess of a day,
and
guys.
After that day, I was like, I think Daniel might like me.
And I did.
He did.
And I did.
He did.
So I think that you have to pay attention to how both of you feel in the relationship. Like, if they're indifferent and you're pumped on it, that's a red flag.
Yeah.
If you're indifferent and they're pumped on it, it's a red flag. I think you want to have two people that are really excited to see each other, to get to know each other, to spend time together. And yeah, it's usually a sign that the relationship's heading in a good direction. So be mindful of over focus on self in relationships. Be mindful when they undervalue your values, because that is a red flag. And then be aware of the like scenario where one of you are indifferent, or both of you are indifferent. Yeah. Because maybe that means you're meant to be friends, not life partners.
If there's any other red flags that you've experienced, or you've seen in others, make sure to comment them below. We want to spread awareness of red flags.
Yeah, we need to spread awareness.
We are on a mission to spread awareness of red flags.
New red flag discovered. Drop them in the comments. We want to hear them.
We do. We want to hear them. If you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe. It really helps us to get our content out there.
And if there's someone you know who you think would be benefited by this video or one of our other videos, make sure to send it their way. Toss it over to them.
Awesome. And if you like this video, make sure to watch this video next.